Good morning. That was certainly an evening. You sleep well, darling. I know I did. I don't know what time it is, but I couldn't be asked to care much right now. How long do you have till you plan on heading out? Good. I'd absolutely hate to be left without so much as a little tragically romantic letter on the bedside table. Suppose I ought to get dressed. I want to get attacked by something naked. That would make a hell of a story. So, while we're waking up and getting ready to work, why don't we share a bit of gossip? You know what I mean. Talk about what we're doing right now. What we're going to be doing once we head there, our contracts. Oh, come on. It isn't like I'll be snitching to my king about your plans. I'm an honorable soul. And I know that you are as well. Hence why both of our heads are still on our shoulders, despite sleeping together for a night. But, hey, you tell me your job, I'll tell you mine. Or perhaps I can go first, if that'd make you more comfortable. Alright then. Fine. You have been assigned to eliminate Commander Torn of the Eventful Kingdom. He resides as the lead figure of the Royal Guard on the bordering city between No Man's Land, meaning that his death would temporarily shake up and weaken their defenses for a time, leaving them vulnerable. It is recommended you scope out the target and his movements for up to 2 days before striking. It is likely best he ends up missing for some time before he is confirmed dead, but make sure his corpse is not impossible to find. Return once the job is done and you'll be handsomely rewarded. We are counting on you. King Norel. Grim stuff, but hey, I'll know today's work, right? I'm sure the next few jobs will set me for life. Maybe we can get out of this work. Not sure what King Norel plans on doing with the weakened front line, but hey, that doesn't concern us. Kings and queens, warriors and politicians. Oddly enough, we may be killers, but we're probably the most disconnected from this war. So far above it. We walk the lines all around it, not having to worry about who does what. Because in the end, even if one of our kingdoms fall, we're loyal to Coin. And perhaps each other. Oh, how about you? What's your contract this time around? Oh, wow, that's a pretty high priority target. Really? Sheesh, not like I'll miss the guy, but that's a hell of an escalation. Wait, and you leave a calling card? You're serious? That's a specific instruction. Your king really is insane. He does realize that this'll do, right? Because that will kick off a full-scale battle. The forests of No Man's Land would become a scorched field of poor bloody soldiers. Did he ever give you a reason behind it? Why he would just go for that? Makes sense. Suppose it's as much reason I was given for weakening your front line. That doesn't line up, but... Hold on. Wait. Think about it. Something's happening. We're gonna be the ones pulling the trigger for something, and we don't know what. Kings, and they have strategists, people backing them that would tell them that this is a terrible idea, that this is best left a Cold War before it turns hot. Something's happening. I think both of us have something to do with it. Trying to think about it. I mean, it could be them pulling the rug out from something, but why now? Why like this? I know maybe they want the kingdoms to merge, but they've tried marrying off their sons and daughters before, but it didn't work out, of course. What? Something has to be worth this. Worth starting an entire war over. If the plan is to merge them. Because, I mean, no matter who wins, who loses, it'll become one kingdom one way or another. That's assuming that merging is even the goal. Who knows? Either way, we're being played, and I don't appreciate that in the slightest. How about we spitball ideas? What would anyone benefit from doing this? Because this is going to be costly on resources, manpower, trust in whatever kingdom wins. Maybe there's a third. What, you mean like a third party? Like one that both kingdoms fear? You know... Fuck. That could make sense. You're onto something. Hold on. Fuck, I need to remember everything. I'm trying to think. Damn it. Okay, so before I left, there was a meeting of sorts between the king and his advisors. And I only walked by it, and I didn't really eavesdrop because I don't care. But they were mentioning something about a new enemy. I don't know, but from the sound of it, it sounded distant, like it was far, far south. Like, I assumed that it would be a problem for later, but maybe both of our kingdoms have some sort of spy in it, or someone conspiring. Because, think about it. My job is to weaken your front line, and your job is to leave the calling card that would start the war in the first place. So what I'm thinking is something along the lines of the third. If your front lines are weakened and our army manages to push to your kingdom and defeat everyone and force your king to surrender, our kingdoms merge, and then maybe they're thinking that they can take on that third threat. Oh, quite frankly, I don't know what that threat is. Most I overheard is that they were talking about monsters. Werewolves, vampires. I don't know. I mean, the human kingdoms, a lot of them are fallen now, but they're nowhere near fit enough to deal with their own threats currently. I heard one of them is being absolutely tormented by vampires right now. I don't know, apparently the vampires went from tribes to noble houses. Not only must they be literal bloodsuckers, but they also need to suck the blood of the poor. Wring their lives out until, until they're satisfied. But back on track. I think we just uncovered something here. Fuck. What do we do? Only thing we can do, I guess. Let's... Listen. If a war is coming, we're no doubt going to be the spies, the knives in the dark, picking off royal targets and entire commanders until it ends, and we can't do that. I can't do that. Not forever. Certainly not fight a war for a kingdom I could give less than a shit about. How about we finish these jobs, and then in a week from now, we meet again. How about right here? Meet at this spot, and then we flee before it becomes a war zone. I'd suggest further north, but we'd certainly be caught. South is dangerous, but, well, we're not unfit for danger. Especially you with your little blade skills. Sounds like a plan. We'll travel the road, find somewhere nice to sleep at, and then ride the rest of our days out. Well, it's a win-win for us. For me. I get to finally quit this damn job, avoid a war, and wake up to your lovely little face every morning. Alright. Let's go do our king's bidding one last time. Good luck. Don't get caught. And hold on. One more for the road. I'm gonna miss those lips while I'm gone. Alright. Good luck. See you on the other side.